Talk about a universally beloved meat to enjoy at picnics and parties and fairs and festivals and celebrations of all kinds, barbecue pulled pork. Matt Johnson would say that Texas Roadhouse makes the best.
Yes.
And he's about to throw it down right here on PSL. Pork butt, that's what it is, right?
Yep. Pork shoulder, pork butt. Yep.
The shoulder and the butt are the same?
Yep. I don't make the rules.
I'm just going to laugh about that like it's so very childish to laugh about that. So you guys go through a lot of this because you sell a lot.
Yes, we go through, on an average day, we go through about 75 pounds of pulled pork.
You do?
Yeah, people
75
love it.
pounds every day?
No, people in the Quad Cities love some pulled pork.
Well, this is an 8 to, so the recipe's pretty simple, and you're going to share it. This is an 8 to 10 pound pork butt, pork shoulder piece right here. And what's the secret to the best kind of meat like this?
Pork butt's pork butt, so you're just going to take it, and the main thing is first you start out with the 8 to 10 pounds, and you're going to split it in half.
And you like all this fat. I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
We're going to take a nice tight shot of this. So you can see
we
it's
call
just
that flavoring.
Flavoring, not fat. It's another F word, which is flavor.
Yeah.
And so you want it to look like this, and you just cook it like that. You don't cut anything off as far as the...
Nope. Yeah, you can clean it off after it's done cooking, but for the most part, it'll keep your butt moist, and it'll taste a lot. There's a lot of flavor in it.
And am I using this?
Oh, no, you're going to season it with the seasoning. We have a pork seasoning, and you just want to douse it in it.
She didn't tell me to take the little paper off.
You're gonna
see. You see how that's going? That's just covering it, isn't it?
Oh, you're getting it.
Oh,
you're getting the table too.
I shook it so hard it finally broke loose. Okay, so you guys really cover.
We douse it, yeah. We cover it up. Same way we do with the ribs.
Okay.
And so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a roaster pan here. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke.
Liquid smoke in the bottom. So this has got a
little grate in it.
Little
grate so it doesn't sit in the liquid. And then we're going to do about a cup of water in the bottom of it. This is all just to kind of keep it nice and moist while we're working and everything.
So we would put the meat in here, but you're not going to do that because you're going to handle the finished product there. But you would cook that for how long, Matt?
It would be about 5 to 6 hours at 250.
Wow, so low and slow.
Yeah, you want to take aluminum foil and wrap it and get it nice and tight because you don't want any of these liquids leaking out. You want them all inside there, just keeping it nice and moist.
Wrap it up for all those hours. And then look how it shrinks down, Walt, because that flavor had to drip out.
Yeah, the flavor.
The flavor.
AKA fat.
Yeah.
All right, and then it's all done like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take it out of the oven, let it cool down just a little bit.
Sorry, you guys, the meat just disappeared, but it's over here now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there it is.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to take it and we're just going to break it apart. You can see how tender it is. It's just breaking and it's nice and juicy.
Oh, you're killing me. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
See, and we call it pulled pork. And here's the reason, in case you've never seen anybody do that, it's because you do pull it with your hands. You
pull it right apart.
You break it apart with your hands. And it ought to fall apart like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the great thing about this is, like, especially for these holidays, is, you know, if we're having people over for a holiday, we can make this ahead of time.
Yes.
So you make this ahead of time, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just add some barbecue. I would add about a cup for every 2 pounds you have, and then just mix it up real good, get it all mixed up.
What's your barbecue brand?
Well, we have our own brand, but I prefer Sweet Baby Ray's. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's delicious. I like
Sweet
that.
Baby Ray's.
And
I know that's a popular one.
Yeah, they got that everywhere at all the IVs. And then we mix it up, and now you've let it cool a little bit.
Look at that, you guys.
But
oh my gosh.
you might want to just heat it back up.
How beautiful that is. And of course, I also want to show these. These are probably the most popular rolls in town, right?
Yeah. You want to riot on your hands, run out of rolls at Texas Roadhouse.
I'll bet. Wait a minute, that's never happened, has it?
Yes, it's happened.
Can you imagine going in there and then having to tell people, oh, we're out of rolls tonight?
Well, see, we make them from scratch, and everything at the end of the night gets thrown away because we make them fresh. And sometimes we've undercalculated before.
Yeah, because I mean, people want them to be fresh, but then they don't want to be there when they're done, when they're gone, right?
Yeah, so it's good. And then so you can take this and either heat it up a little bit more, get it above 165 degrees, warm it up, or you can put it in the fridge, cool it down, put it on like a sheet pan, and put it in the fridge. And then when it's time to go, you can either throw it in the oven to warm it back up or throw it in a crock pot. And that way you can enjoy a few of these.
few of those.
While you're waiting for it.
What'd you make over there?
Oh, well, we've got our Jamaican, our Kenny's cooler.
Kenny's coolers.
Kenny Chesney
Has
his,
that's right. You have a drink named after Kenny.
Yeah, he's got his own line of alcohol now, and it's delicious. It's my favorite.
Which one is that?
This one, the blue one right here.
I think I better try it.
And then
I didn't know it was Kenny Chesney's. Now I'm gonna try it.
You can't go wrong with Kenny Chesney. And this is our legend margarita, made from all top shelf tequilas.
Oh, that's terrible.
Don't even try it, because then you're going to want to keep drinking it all day long.
Sorry, Kenny, that's terrible. No, I'm just kidding. It's real tasty.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
So you guys carry that line and all the others as well.
Yeah, it's delicious. So,
well, this recipe, you probably now just want to go to Texas Roadhouse, but you could make it yourself if you like it. And it has I have the recipe over here. It's for the barbecue pulled pork from that Matt just provided. The 8 to 10 pounds of boneless pork butt, liquid smoke. Do the rub. I think probably the secret is in the cooking of it.
Yeah, the pan like that.
The pan.
You can also smoke it too if you had like a smoker at home,
sure.
And you wouldn't have to use the liquid smoke as much, just some water. So just keep it moist and
pull it apart.
Keep it good, yeah.
And put it in your Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah,
or
that F word basically just kind of
Yes,
goes into the meat and makes it nice and
juicy.
juicy.
The F word meaning the fat. So you should probably pull some of that out. If you don't, nobody wants a hunk of fat in their sandwich.
Most of it cooks all the way down though. There's just very little of it in there, but most of it cooks down and it makes it nice and juicy.
So watch for that. Oh yeah, yeah. I can see by the slickness of your gloves. There's plenty of flavor in that barbecue pulled pork. Thanks, Matt. Good seeing you. Texas Roadhouse in the Quad Cities just celebrated its 20th year.
Yep.
20 years in the Quad Cities for Texas Roadhouse. And you got the belt buckle to prove it.
Yep.
As general manager there, right?
Yep.
For the whole time?
No, just short, 19 years.
Wow, look at that. Someday you'll make 40 years like me.
I'm trying.
At the Texas Roadhouse.
I strive to be as good as you.
Oh, yeah, so stop. Yeah, well, I don't get to do this for a living, so except I get to enjoy what you pulled over here in the pork. Thanks, Matt. Good seeing you. Thanks for the drink.